Man, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Game Like Will, man, back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Um, I want to hop right into this video, man. I just want to talk a little bit about social circle. Um, I do a lot of navigating between social circle and dating. Might drop some dating videos later. You never know with me. But right now, we're talking about social circle and really just going out and creating a life that you find to be blissful and attractive. And I made a post on my community tab the other day about being a survivalist versus a mama's boy or somebody who is more um, not a survivalist, but ultimately, man, I just want to just chime in on a couple things. What I feel like is good information. Um, okay, when you want to host events or find people, you got to go outside, which is, I know that's a kryptonite or Achilles heel for a lot of people. For me too. Like I'm like, I like to like chill in the crib. I like to just like, I literally probably grew up in the crib for real, playing video games and shit like that. And even then, like that's a event. Downtown, it's a place where it's nothing but games. And I remember because one night I went downtown and I forgot who I was with, but we were in and out of the it's like a arcade game place downtown. And like it's funny how our minds, I can't speak for everybody, but I be forgetting a lot of stuff. Like I literally moved down south like 2 years ago, moved back. And before I went down south, I had a truck. And I forgot all the stuff I was doing when I had that truck. And it just came back to my mind like just like a couple hours ago. I was thinking about, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like my mind really just be like eliminating information. And I had to like go into a part of my brain where the information kind of just started to come back, like that time period. And yeah, I had a truck around that time, so it made it easier to navigate around. The last couple of weeks or months, I've been using my scooter. And when I went downtown like last week, I used $1.75 or some shit like that. So you know, I got a skateboard too right there in my book bag, actually right here, skateboard. I don't like the way this skateboard. I don't like the way the wheels. They don't. They're not loose. Like you feel me? As much as I like, my cousin down south had a skateboard and the um, the wheels were more loose. These, when I get on it, it's weird because I feel like I gotta put too much kick push into it, and it's like harder work than especially than being on my scooter, my electric scooter. Like that shit right there had me outside every day. But this, what I'm saying, it's like here and there. If I got something I really need to do, or even then, a lot of the times I just don't go because I don't like riding on this fucking skateboard. But anyway, uh, anything, bro. Like I got a fucking dumbbell right here. I could host a workout event, but I'm not here to host one-time events because I think that's something you do when everyone knows you and your Instagram is popping, and then you can host like these little parties or pop out here or I'm gonna be here. That's when you're more popular, right? But when you're beginning, it's like you gotta really think in terms of geography and in terms of your town and your city and town, and you gotta ask yourself like, um, what are some places that um, are near me? Not the ones like downtown or maybe at malls or places around. What are some places near me? Because you know I'm a capitalist at the end of the day. You know we got to think like capitalists because we grew up in a capitalistic society. So to think any other way will just lower your results. So asking yourself like, what's some spots that I could go to where I can chill but still meet people? Like, you feel me? For me, it's downtown and it's the mall. But it's a lot of places in between those places that are really cool. But it's a lot of like little stores and shit. And then you got like book places like Barnes and Nobles and places like this. And it's funny because it's like when I'm outside, my mind says, damn, why do you ever never not come outside type shit. But when I'm in the crib, my mind be like, damn, I feel the same way every time. Like even right, like literally right now, it's like I don't know if I want to go outside. Maybe I'll just lollygag around and lounge around and wait and see if someone want to give me a ride to where I want to go today. Or like I promise y'all, I know y'all be feeling that fucking bitch ass shit. But it's cancerous, man, to say the least. It's cancerous. I always tell y'all you gotta watch what you eat because if you eat a candy bar, one candy bar will take you out the game and have you laying around and shit. If you eat one apple or one orange, it'll make you do, you know, the opposite. So your thought process matters and what you eat matters and your transportation matters and all these little logistics matter. And the day that you allow your logistics, such as your skateboard or things to limit you, you're fucked because you're gonna sit there on your ass and you're not gonna think. Because remember, you got locations and activities and hobbies and events. Events is last because if you don't got no money like that, you're not gonna pull up at no events because it's like, what the fuck I look like pulling up at events? I don't got no fucking money. Barely got bus fare, so where the fuck are you going? You feel me? Um, but going to see when I was going outside on my scooter, I would think in terms of plazas. So I would use that because the way the mind works, when you're in the house, your mind is like a buzz of outside. Like you don't know what's going on outside. So your mind is buzzed. You're like, I don't know what the fuck going on outside. So I had to come up with this analogy and download like um maps of my town or whatever, or my state or whatever. And then because you got the online way of meeting friends, and then you got the offline. You got the Instagram way, Facebook, all this shit. You got the Meetup app. I barely use that shit. It's cool, but I think again that's something I put on the back burner because that's something it works for some people. Everybody don't work for. And then you got the real life situations, the RLS. You got to go get up, get your ass on the city bus. Maybe you got something you got to do today. There's always something. I remember I told my friend this back in the day. I pulled up on him when I had my car. I said, "There's always something to be being done." That like you feel me? And I don't even live up to that shit the way I should. But me saying it right now is a remembrance, and it's useful in this video. And I hope y'all take that with y'all. There's always something to be being done. Cause I noticed like, cause before I used to hang with this friend, I used to hang with friends that used to be more active, play basketball, sell weed, do this, do that, do that. Like, but then when I hung with this bro, it'd be in the crib, more in the crib, more in the crib, more just chilling in the crib, making beats, um, watching YouTube video. It was more of a like it was a yang and a yin. And I'm like, yo, it's weird because we didn't really grow up like this. You feel me? We used to play basketball, this, that, but this friend wasn't around when we used to do all that other shit. So he came like when we was like in like freshman or like sophomore year, junior year, or some shit. So, but he was in the neighborhood. He always was in the neighborhood. So it was like yang and yin type shit. But he was cool. He could fit in. So it was like, it was love and shit. But he never wanted to do majority of the shit that we grew up doing. So it kind of made me, once I hung with him more and more and more, it kind of made me kind of like fall back from certain shit. Like, nah, like, I just over the time, changed type shit. But, cause that was really the bro, you feel me? But, um, what the fuck was I saying? Um, that you are who you hang out with too in that regard. But like, I forgot what I was saying though. See how my mind be doing me? Shit. But you have to get up and you got the real life situations, the online and that. Oh yeah, and that didn't make it no better, right? If I'm hanging with this bro and we don't really go outside, we don't really do a lot of shit. It's like, it's like with him, I would pull like I would after school, like we'll get off the bus, go to his crib, and then like literally just chill in the living room, like in the living room area, and just be just vibing in the living room or on the porch type shit, just talking and laughing and shit. And this is a specific point in the friendship, but this is not the like because it's like we all moved to another side of the fucking city, like me and a couple friends. But we would do things, and then his mother would like his mother knew my mother and stuff like that from like they went to the same high school, so it was like his mom like took me in like on some like you're good for my son type shit, um, like some shit like that, and then it's like his grandmother um would like buy us food like and cook for us sometimes. So it was just like some family shit. Like it became more like this my little bro type shit. Like and I had big bros like that when I was growing up. So I kind of naturally fit that paradigm my damn self. But I noticed like bro, like you gotta like really lock in with this life shit. You feel me? We are leaders at the end of the day. And the day that you stop working on your social life, it kind of flops because we're not meant to be co like life isn't a co-player game. It's not a two-player game. Like life is something you lead. It's a dictatorship, and it's like whoever with it, whoever is, um they're gonna peep and they're gonna respect you for more of the dictator attitude than they'll ever respect you for being side by side on some sidekick shit. They it don't work like that. um Not in America. Not friendships don't work like that. It's a power dynamic type thing. Um. So anyway, so just know that when you think about social circles, like anybody you pull up on or link up with, I mean, or whatever, you're gonna have to really have your mind like in a certain position where you like you understand that um I can't just make somebody come to my event. Like I can't make somebody come to like a yoga event like or some shit like that. Like they have to actually be want to do that or have something in their body that naturally they are spiritual ahead of time. That's why more females are probably want to do some shit like that. But if you're saying like, oh, like I'm gonna go to the Starbucks right here, or I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, and then I'm gonna talk to a couple people I meet, because in Starbucks, it's always kind of filled up and whatnot. So you talk to a couple people you meet, da da da, conversation in 5 minute talk, whatever. Here's my Instagram, hit me up. I was watching an interview with somebody was like, yeah, when I do social circle, it's like I'm really into coffee, so it's easy to talk to go to a coffee shop to make that conversation.